Hello everyone, this is Mr. Stamkos, and welcome to the second part of a series you may have watched before on this channel. And originally, I was going to go over the top 100 prospects in the Hockey Forecaster magazine for 2019-2020, and I'm still going to do that at least until probably the regular season begins, so who knows how far down the list we'll get, but I'll try to go as far as we can. And today's candidate is a member of the Vancouver Canucks who has, I think, 5 players in the top 100, so pretty good prospect pool in Vancouver, but this player in particular is a guy who, I think has some real NHL potential. Hasn't really shown it in the NHL, it's only played 2 games, but very good player nonetheless, and I did put their 19-20 stats down here as well, just so we can kind of see what they've done this year as well. But this player is goaltender Michael Dipietro of the Vancouver Canucks, and he played in Utica this past season, but he is 20 years old, drafted in 2017, so he'll be going on 21. He is 6 foot, 200 pounds, and was a third-round pick, 64th overall, again back in 2017, and he is a Memorial Cup champion, so not a lot to complain with. He has the playoff experience in the OHL, so that always helps. And, let's get into the stats. So, in 2018-19, he played for both Ottawa and Windsor. And in 38 starts, he was 23-12-1 with 4 shutouts, 2.32 goals against average, and a .920 save percentage. In total, he made 891 saves with 87 goals against. So, pretty good numbers there. Nothing amazing. He got 38 starts, which is, I don't know, about average in the OHL, I guess, but, pretty good numbers there. Pretty good numbers. And playing on 2 teams in Ottawa, he struggled a bit, but in Windsor, he was good. That's the team he won the Memorial Cup with in Windsor. And this year, the OHL actually didn't get to do the playoffs, so if they did, you might be seeing him as a 2 times Memorial Cup champion, at least an OHL champion maybe, because Ottawa's pretty good this year for sure. Almost choked. But let's get into 2019-2020, where he played on Utica, so they actually were missing Dipietro there this year, but 36 games played this year in the AHL, so only played 2 less games in the AHL this year than he played in the O last year. And I think he still did very solid. 21-11-2, 1 shutout, a .279 goals against average, and a .908 save percentage. So still very solid numbers for 20-year-olds to put up in the AHL, especially with really not a lot or none, no experience in the AHL at all prior to this. He made 934 saves and let in 95 goals. Again, for the Utica Comets, who I like to think are one of the bigger powerhouse teams in the AHL. Year in and year out. Just usually a lot of good young talent coming through that system for Vancouver, and I think they should be very happy with where that farm system is right now. I think it was a pretty good, successful year for Dipietro. Should get about 50 starts next year, I'd say, as a full-time starter in the AHL. You might see it closer to 45, but I still think somewhere between 45 and 50 would be very fair for him. But yeah, I'm now going to get into my thoughts on Dipietro, where I think he'll go in his career. And honestly, I really like Dipietro. I think that Thatcher Demko is definitely going to be taking it over in the crease next year. Vancouver may resign Markstrom. They may split the 40-40. But I think Dipietro is definitely going to be taking it over as an AHL starter next year. You may see him in the NHL as soon as next season, too, playing like 5 or so games, seeing what he can do. He may even be a backup to Thatcher Demko. That could be a possibility if he starts off hot in the AHL. But, again, it's a lot of ifs, it's a lot of possibilities. These are goaltenders I'm talking about, so, they could be great one year, horrible the next. That's just how things go in hockey. But, personally, I think Dipietro has the talent level and the skill level to become a regular at the NHL level, whether that's a backup, whether that's a starter, whether that's an all-star. I think he will max out probably as a starter, maybe a guy like Anton Hudobin, because he is similar size to Hudobin. Just a really solid backup who you could definitely rely on as a starter, especially in Dallas throughout this playoff run. Hudobin has really showed what kind of job he can handle. He can handle a boatload, and maybe Hudobin is a bit of a unfair comparison because of what he's done this playoff run. But I think Dipietro has a clutch factor. I think he has he wants to win. He's just, skilled enough. And I think he can even be better than Hudobin, but who knows? That's probably at least 5 or 6 years down the line where I'll be saying, well, was I right on this guy? Maybe, maybe not. But I think that, in terms of next season, he'll most likely be the AHL starter. Moving forward, I don't know that he is a member of the Vancouver Canucks for a long-term future. Like I said, with Thatcher Demko being there, hopefully as the long-term starter there in Vancouver for them. And if that Demko works out, then who knows? You could see Dipietro being moved in a couple seasons. You may get more than what you gave for him. So, yeah, that's honestly it. I think that Dipietro will probably be traded from Vancouver. I think he will find a job somewhere else, and I think he will succeed in that job, depending on where it is. But I think he'll be a solid NHL goaltender one day for sure. Yeah, but that's going to do it for Michael Dipietro, the number 99th ranked prospect, according to the 1920 Forecaster magazine. If you enjoyed, or if you want to see more of this kind of content, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to. Every subscription is awesome. I'm thankful for it. I'm currently on the road to 100 subscribers. If we can reach that goal, then I plan on making a special video for that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, like I said, just whatever, and I will see you all in the next one. But for now, bye.